Shalom, brother. Most High in Christ bless. How you doing?
Shalom, Most High in Christ bless. Soldier Sirach, Houston camp, I.U.I.C. All praise to the Father. Sirach is in the building.
All praises, all praises. How long you been with I.U.I.C?
I've been with the Houston body for about 2.5 years going on now.
Okay.
All praise to the Father.
And why did you join I.U.I.C?
The reason why I joined I.U.I.C, it was because I was getting a lot of scriptures. I was trying to go through a lot of scriptures, and one man, he had told me, you know, Esau the devil. So, you know, I knew the white man was the devil after that, but I didn't know nothing else. He used to always ask me these questions like, what's Egypt? Who does God love? You gonna put fringes on your clothes? All these different questions that I never even heard about. And he was like, you know, you ain't never heard them brothers teaching on the corner? And I was like, nah, I ain't never seen nobody teaching on the corner. So one day my rib, she was at work, and she said, my husband had been like, oh, he an Esau. That's an Esau person right there, you know. So when she said that, another sister overheard it and introduced me to her Lord, which his name today is Officer Yehuda. And he started explaining the scriptures to me. I started asking him different questions about the letter Y and, you know, what's Egypt, and a lot of different questions. And he stopped me in my tracks and he was like, hey, you know, who are you in the Bible? You know who this Bible talking to? And I was like, nah. So then he whipped out and started busting down Deuteronomy 28 to me. And it, you know, I'd never heard that before. I really wasn't a churchgoer anyway, but I'd never heard that in the Bible. So now I got to wondering, like, why the church ain't never said this? So from there, I was hooked.
And what made you decide to look for the Most High?
What made me decide to look for the Most High? You know, a lot of people in Israel, they know I do music. One of my lines was, let's stop driving in reverse. Let's try forward one time. All my life I have been driving in reverse. You know, now if you driving in reverse, you know, if you on a highway going 65, 70 miles per hour in reverse, you gonna crash. So I got tired of being that crash test dummy. So, you know, one day I woke up on a Sunday and I told my wife, I said, hey, you know, I can't live like this no more. So I'm gonna go try to find a church. So I found a Christian church, and you know, it just didn't sit right with me. A lot of things didn't just sit right with me. So when I came into this truth, I heard some things that I've never heard before a pastor say. So like I said, man, I was hooked.
All praises, all praises. And what scripture sealed the deal for you to walk in the truth?
Deuteronomy 28:68. When I heard about it with slave ships in the Bible, I was like, oh, and then ain't nobody ever told me this. Like I say, man, I keep on saying it, I was immediately hooked, because I was like, man, why would they hide this from me? And then I didn't like being lied to, you know. And I used to follow a lot of Christian rappers, and you know, I even went to a couple of their concerts, and I'm up in the church house with a hat on, and they praying with hats on and crosses, and you know, all these other scriptures that was coming out, you know, don't have no images, you know, can't have your head covered. They passed up all of these. The beard, you know what I'm saying? Keeping a Sabbath day holy. We buy, selling, and trading on a Friday night. So, you know, I was kind of offended more so than anything. So what I did was, you know, press harder in this truth.
And what makes you continue to stay in I.U.I.C?
Man, what make me continue to stay in this fight, all praise to the Father, man. You know, I know this is real right here. You know, coming from the background that I came from and the lifestyle that I came from, gangs and things like that, when I tell my folks back in California, like, hey man, you know, this is the most gangstest thing I ever done in my life. You know, the officer Yehuda, he said, man, he said, you gangster, right? Then keep the law like Christ. That's one thing he said to me. So if you ever listen to like my music, you know, I said it in a line one time. I said, you say you gangster, right? Then keep the law like Christ. All the statutes, commandments, just to be precise. So that's what I'm about, man. You know, I'm about doing the work. I love this body. I love this walk. All praise to the Most High. He helped me and he woke me up and my family up to do his will, which is keep these commandments and teach them and keep the faith in Christ.
All praises. Now I want you to quote your favorite scripture.
Sirach 6 and 7. Man, prove a friend. You know what I'm saying? Prove a friend. You know? That goes a long way in this walk. You know, you're gonna have to prove a friend. So that's what I was told when I started to come in here and I was musically tuned. Hey man, you gotta prove a friend first. So that's what I would encourage any young brother coming into the body. Prove a friend, you know what I'm saying? Come in here and be willing to learn first and get built up. And prove yourself to be more friendly and not here on your own agenda, and everything else is gonna work out for you. So Sirach 6 and 7, I stay proving friends.
Praise Him, praise Him. With that, brother, I say shalom.
Shalom, Most High in Christ bless Israel.
Now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are the Israelites. That's right. Take care of us. Take care of us. And our children too. And our children too. We have repented. We have repented. How are you? How are you? People want to know who's the king.
O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew, it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sound wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcast, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.